hitting record. Okay, great. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We are going to wait just one more minute for some folks to pop on, and then we're going to get started. We did have an addition to our great lineup, so excited to add a sixth, but it means we've got a tight format today. So maybe we will just get started if that's the case. I think there are enough people here. Can everybody hear me? Yes, no, maybe so. We're good?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear her, maybe she can't hear us.
Uh-huh.
Not sure.
Okay, am I back?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. Am I smooth?
Good.
Okay. Wonderful. We will get started at this point. Thanks everybody for popping on. My name's Kate Brodock. I'm CEO of Women 2.0, also founding partner of the W Fund. We do pretty much everything, both with Women 2.0 and the W Fund, focus on women and underrepresented founders, the startup space, and diversity and inclusion in the broader tech industry. I'm so glad you're here. This is now our sixth session, I think. This is a great lineup today. A note on the formatting. So what we're going to do is each of our
Give her a couple seconds, see if she comes back, otherwise I'll take it over. Okay, so I think what she was going to say about formatting is we're going to have the six go and then we'll have questions after. So if you can put your questions in the chat, we'll call on them after, just have a few of the questions come up. So just to introduce myself, I'm Carly from Female Founded Club. We're a platform that connects investors and female founders, and we have a couple hundred awesome female founders looking for capital on our platform. So as an investor, if you're looking, you can go ahead and join our club and for free and see all of our founders. We also have all of our past sessions on the platform, so if you want to watch them and connect with our founders of the previous sessions, you can go ahead and do that there. Okay, Kate, are you back? I can see you. We'll give her a second. If not, we can start and kick off. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and kick off. So our first one up today is a warm intro. So Irene, if you can go ahead and introduce yourself, you can go ahead.
Hi everyone, my name's Irene. Firstly, huge thank you to Kate and Carly and their amazing team for putting all this together. I know this shit's not easy. My name's Irene. I'm the co-founder of Warm Intro. Our mission is to make it easy for professional communities to connect their members. So, you know, we're solving connection, like no big deal. I spent the first decade of my career on Wall Street, first as a developer for Goldman Sachs and later as an oil trader. Thank you, Denny. Hi. I left Wall Street to start my own company and change the world and all that. You know how it goes. And then I spent the next 5 years running the Monarch Incubator. It was a feminist community of over 12,000 founders, mentors, investors, and all of us on a mission to change the skewed gender ratio for women in tech. I sold Monarch earlier this year to focus full-time on growing Warm Intro, and I'm excited to share it with you today. So I'm going to share my screen so you can actually see the deck and everything. There you go. Warm Intro was actually born out of my own need when I founded and ran the Monarch Incubator. After hosting over 100 events and running multiple cohorts, I learned two interesting things, which I want to share with you today, and I won't even make you post an event to do it. The first insight is that connection is actually the most important part of any program or any event. Surprisingly, it's not the feedback, the lessons, or even the money. The relationships that I helped our participants create, that is what they valued most, months and even years later. And this is not just true for our little startup bubble. All the best professional opportunities, sales and deals, jobs and hires, investment and funding, all of them come through personal connections. Connection is opportunity. The second thing that I learned is that today, most new key connections are made inside professional communities. You can meet more amazing people in an hour in an event like this one than in a week of cold outreach on LinkedIn or Crunchbase. We all trust the amazing team behind Female Founder Club and Women 2.0 to curate who we should be talking to today. In the noisy world of Facebook posts, emails, LinkedIn messages, these guys do the work to bring together the right people at the right time. And let me tell you, it's really hard fucking work. So it's not surprising that there are literally millions of organizations like them in almost every industry around the world. Of course, brilliant as we are, we're not the only ones who noticed the second point. Facebook, which promised to connect the world, is now focusing its resources on its 200 million groups. Their own data shows groups where new connections and thus engagement happens. But Facebook alone doesn't work for professional communities. This right here is a very, very simplified view of how communities are run now. To run Monarch, I had to hack together a soup of over 20 different tools. Zapier, Slack, Google Sheets, Mixmax, it was a time-sucking nightmare. Everybody I know running community, and I know literally thousands of people running communities, does some version of this exact same shit. Random emails, Slack messages, Facebook posts, Google Docs, calendar invites. All of this leaves members confused and the leaders exhausted. It can lead both to disengage and the community to stagnate. This is a huge waste of time, and it's absolutely not scalable. These organizations, these groups that connect us to the most valuable professional opportunities, they need a better solution. They need a platform actually built for their needs. That's why we built Warm Intro. Our live clients, organizations like incubators, accelerators, professional groups, all use Warm Intro as their connection hub. They pay us a SaaS fee to host their communities. They connect their members by sharing events and key resources, and everyone's kept in the know. Their members have online discussions in between events, so they form deeper relationships. And most importantly, and completely unique to us, our clients can make easy, trackable, personalized introductions at scale to create the most meaningful connections for their members. And the best news is, we know Warm Intro is working already. After just over 1 year, zero marketing spent, we built, launched, and sold Warm Intro to clients. We now have over a dozen communities with over 2,000 users on the platform. We've sent over 100K emails, and the open rate's over 60%. Our MAU is over 80%. And it's beyond just the numbers. Our clients love us. They recommend us constantly, which is how we get daily demo requests with zero marketing or PR. Yesterday, I woke up to an email from one of our users that said, "I really love your product. It has created a virtual sense of community for us in this difficult time." It's a really nice thing to wake up to, I gotta tell you that. In 2020, with COVID-19 and world-changing protests sweeping the nation, there's literally never been a better time for Warm Intro and the connections that we help our communities create. And we're only getting started. We already started work on the big Warm Intro vision, a powerful machine learning engine that suggests the best connections and opportunities in each community. When we are done, every connector will be able to create a turnkey community and open up their network to make valuable, monetizable connections so that all of us get better professional opportunities. I know it's a big vision. Luckily, we are the perfect team to execute on it. I spent half a decade running professional communities, and I know exactly what our clients need. Our CTO, Nolan, he's built and scaled systems for Fitbit and Bloomberg to 20 million people. He can build this. With the world going virtual this year, getting involved with us is your opportunity to be part of the future of community and connection. Thank you so much. Get in touch.
Great, thanks, Irene. Anybody can put questions into the chat for Irene. I'll start out. Can you quickly go over what your raise is and what you're looking for?
Mm-hmm. Yep, our raise is 1.2 at a 5 cap convertible note, and we have 250K committed to the raise already.
Fantastic. Does anybody else have any questions for Irene that they'd like to put in to our chat? Irene, we'll give it just 1 minute here.
Mm-hmm. And I'm happy to answer anything also offline.
Great. Yep, and we'll make intros there too. Can you talk a little bit, just while we have you, can you talk a little bit about if you were to look in the next 12 months. Digital intro is super important. Hopefully everybody here is hoping that everything wakes up. Can you talk a little bit in terms of warm intro, the transition now from the past, now everybody's at home. Talk a little bit about that and what impact it might have on your company.
Yeah, so we started Warm Intro before COVID, and it's something that's
Yep.
necessary even for communities that are heavily in person, which is why we have event schedules and event reminders and all of that. So for us, COVID has just been an impetus for a lot of the people we were talking to say, okay, we were thinking about leaving Facebook, but now we really have to because it really doesn't work. Or we were thinking about creating a virtual aspect to our community, and now we have to. So it pushed things to go a little bit faster, but it really didn't change the trajectory that much. And so we know that when things, and these are conversations we're already having with clients and prospective clients, when things go back, no one's talking about things going back to the way they were. There's so much more reach that you can have in a virtual community. Like, so many of us are all around the country and sometimes around the world. There's so much more reach and so much more impact you can have that very few people want to go back to a world that's just purely in person. So we know that Warm Intro is going to stay very top of mind for a lot of people.
Great, fantastic. Irene, thank you so much for being here. It was good to see you again. Anybody who wants to connect to Irene, you can do so after, you can do so now via chat, via email, whatever you'd like. We are going to move on next to Phovi. Daniela, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Hey guys. Can I start? All right, so I'm Daniela Passos. I'm a